Okay, I believe I should be streaming. Yep, I should be. Let me see. And anybody who's tuning in, I want to apologize to anybody who watched the previous one that I did, stream that I did, because really, I got the audio mixed so bad on that. I mean, you could barely hear me over the weird noise in the background. So, we're not going to do that. But essentially, what we got this issue here tonight. Um, those who were tuning in the last time were watching when we discovered that we had like a collider issue, setting that allowed us to walk over the rocks. But unfortunately, we still had a problem with the um, way that it handled jumping. You could not jump on top of another rock, etc., etc. But the thing is we tried it out in a test scene here, and with the exact same biome and everything worked fine. All the actions worked fine. And now here, the common denominator really is that in the systems objects, we were always using a instance version of a Vegetation Studio Pro prefab, and I believe that the one that we are currently using may be referencing the older version with old code, and that is why we're having the issues that we are. So this is sort of like a pedantic just discovery here, because I got to figure out. I mean, did we indeed? Did we? Blah blah blah. But we're going to get this figured out here. By going into the main scene, or at least, my prefab scene, and replacing that with a new version of everything. So, nope, don't say. So, let me see. Oh, we have one like. Oh, James, howdy. How you doing? Hiya. Sorry about the audio mix last time. It was just so awful. Um, yeah, we're doing some like very technical back end stuff. Hooking up a new version of Vegetation Studio Pro to see if we can get any like better results, because I think that is a problem. Old code. How are you doing? How's the weather wherever heck you're tuning in from? I forget. Are you the guy in London, James? Anyway, just wondering. Okay, yeah. Because you see, the systems on when you turn something into a prefab, it's sort of sometimes things get gelled a little bit. So what we're going to do here, because we have the masks in one prefab, and I kind of actually like having the masks there in that one prefab. I'm hoping that we don't have to ditch those, but you see this here, I think this is the source of our issue. But here's the thing: as I can kick that out, because we're using a plugin for this Vegetation Studio Pro to handle our spawned runtimes, things such as rocks, plants, trees. Oh yeah, I mean, are you the guy that like tuned in when I was like placing shells? And you're an illustrator, right? Yeah, yeah. Actually, you don't have to do the Fahrenheit thing with me. During the 3 or 4 months that I was like addicted to RimWorld, I never switched it over to Imperial units. So I know I know 21 degrees is perfect. 68 degrees, etc., etc. 21 Celsius equals comfortable, and etc. It's still kind of confusing to me, and it's crazy that we call it the imperial system, because it was based in Great. I mean, it's the imperial system that came about from Great Britain, and of course, Great Britain now uses the metric system. So, blah, there you go. Except still in the pubs, right? You still get a pint. You don't get so many something point some odd liter, right? You still get a pint. Okay, yeah, yeah. Sorry, you got me off. So what we're gonna do here, and this is a wonder of either backing your stuff up or having a version control system, is you can just like again just go in here, rip stuff out, and just zip. If you screw things up too bad, just revert to a previous step. But yeah, I partially fixed the problem with the rocks, but I still think it's the old Vegetation Studio Pro. So we're going to get rid of that. And we're going to add a new instance to that sucker. Oh no, actually, it's just weird the way that they do this, because you got to go to Tools, right? No, it's Window, because everybody puts their things in it. It's either a Tools component or game object. It's always just astounding. But what we want is we want awesome technologies, because they are awesome, and we want a new version of Veg Studio Pro. And we are going to. I'd love to visit the UK again, by the way, one of these days. I visited back in the 80s, back during the days of Thatcher, etc. But I mean, it's probably changed so much by now. I mean, but then again, when I visited the UK, I only visited London. And that's like somebody saying, oh, I visited the United States. I went to New York City or LA or something. No, that's not the United States. I'd love to go up to the Outer Hebrides and such up there in Scotland. I mean, if I were in Great Britain, it's just anywhere in Europe. It's fantastic that the rail system you guys have. That you could literally just like wake up one morning in a country and just go, okay, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go to another. But I understand right now because of the channel, it's a little bit restrictive. But I mean, continental Europe, man, that's just so awesome. But yeah, and back then it was time during the days of the Cold War. So what we did is we went to what my father really wanted to go to Prague because well, because Prague is awesome. I mean, and that was back in the '80s before it became too basically tourize the fall of communism and et cetera, et cetera. Let's see, all terrains, panel Unity terrains. Okay, now what we want to do. We want to just keep all that by default. And we want to get rid of the touch react system because we replace that with a far better system. That's the one that makes it like grass move when the player moves through it. And, let's see. Thing is, the way Mike B came along back in the day, and he set this up in a way that was completely different from the way that I have. So I need to figure this out again. Oh well, if you come to the U.S., James, please consider coming by Maine. I mean, we've got. Unfortunately, it's becoming touristy. I'm pretty sure. I mean, been told Prague. I mean, the old city, et cetera, et cetera. It's almost impossible to get find rent there because it's all Airbnbs now, and so there's no local culture anymore, and it's sad. But that seems to happen every place I go to. By the way, I mean, I don't know. I even though I'm like so asocial and I don't really dig being around lots of people, I always seem to move to towns and neighborhoods that eventually become really hip. And I come there when it's all like bookstores and music stores and coffee places, et cetera, et cetera. And within 6 months, an Urban Outfitters is there, and first and second Starbucks start opening up, and it's just infuriating because I don't know. I mean, geez, I'm thinking I'd like Greenland, but Greenland's so beautiful. I don't want to move there and immediately Urban Outfitters starts showing up in like Nuuk or geez, what's that town at the southern end? The 5,000 residents. Man, that looks like a nice town to live in. Can I just say? I was wondering, but anyway, gosh, I'm being just like talking about travel and such anyway, I'm forgetting exactly because what we need to do is camera biomes, terrains. I thought there was a way we could bring in the omnibus vegetation package. And it's just odd. Did they change that? I mean, that is a possibility. It's possible that I have been using the deprecated version of this for so dang long. I may have to catch up, but it's just odd because there was a way of just bringing in just a package, and boom, there you were. That is now gone. Um, let's see, we got the scene. We want to bring in the camera. Make sure we got the proper camera in there. Let's see. Let's see. All right. I'll bring our camera over here. There we are. Make sure that's our terrain's TSP. Yeah. Collider system. Yeah, looks good. Ah, the PVS. That's it. Okay, good, 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 good. And, right. And stored vegetation. Weird. Okay, I just brought it in, so... Wow, okay. Very odd. Drop it there, yes. Let's just go to the core here, because this is where it's... Let's see, we got our terrains in. Yeah, we'll make sure we got that. What I don't get here is there was always a way of just going in and going boop, and that brought over all of your biomes, everything, a persistent package. And this does not offer that, and this is very odd. Um, no vegetation package available. Well, wow. This should not be the case. It's just odd. There were so many times where you could just bring in. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna undo all of this. Back to the point that I deleted the original vegetation package. We're just gonna go back in time and take a look at that because it's odd. Yeah, get rid of that. Get rid of that. Bring that back. Okay. Nah. It's just very, very odd that this new version handles itself so differently. But I mean, that's one of the things you got to get used to in game development. Is that every time these guys come out with like a new version of their software, they're just like so proud they roll it out, and you find that 90% of the stuff that made the software great is gone or made more complex, complexified, and it sucks. I mean, sorry, San Francisco. I've been to San Francisco. I've lived in San Francisco, New York, Washington, New York. One of my best friends in the world lives in, if not my best friend in the world, aside from my partner, Laura, lives in New York City. But and he was born and raised there. But God, goodness gracious, I have no love for New York City at all, or its environs. I mean, I lived there for about 10 years, but in Washington D.C. Washington D.C. is so touristy. Yeah, go into the like I said, I think in a previous cast here, live stream, um, 80% of our country lives east of the Mississippi. 20% of us live over there, and it's just, I mean, it is crazy to think that the majority of our country is just like so, I mean, relatively empty. But see, we got nothing here. Yeah, vegetation systems. Hmm. Exterior PVS. Let's just give this a try. All right, I know what I did incorrectly here. Again, I set this up, originally 3, 4 years ago, and I not touched it the foundation since. So please feel free to like point and laugh at me as I'm like stumbling my way through this. Yeah, I've actually let's see, also say I have traveled cross country via car. Oh, okay, there's already one in there. Okay, still down there. I've traveled through, via car across the country, but yeah, like I said, a few times, and it's a pretty cool. I mean, it is gigantic, but I mean, really, if you set your mind to it, you can get across, for about 2.5 days, maybe 3. But let's see, bring in our okay PVS, refresh. See, nothing is coming in. Or biomes? What the heck? Just putting that back in. Sorry, just going back. This is odd. Because I would really hate to have to go through the issue of having to set this all up again. Because I remember I did do this, and you could just bring in your package, and it would just come right over your VS Pro profile. And it's like, what the heck? What did they eliminate the profile? I mean, if I have to rebuild them all, so be it. I'll rebuild it. It's just stupid that we have to. Close card storage. Yeah, that would ruin it. This is very frustrating. Because essentially, without the ability to just like we did before, and we've done it so many times, just bring in our package and just continue work. This means that I would have to take a screenshot of literally every item within every biome. I mean, see, these are all the biomes, and each one of those biomes has about a dozen items in them, and for some reason, it is not letting me just bring that information over. Yeah, I could bring the biomes in, but the thing is, it won't bring over the biome profile. I mean, all this data. You see, all this particular data. This is so frustrating because I would hate to lose that. I mean, literally about a day's worth of work all told. But I mean, why have to do it again? It's just crazy. There, so many times before. Yeah, this is just an unacceptable situation. Because, yeah, I mean, we have main menu PVS. That should be all you have to do. Bring in the PVS and have it read off of that. I do not understand what the problem is. Because PVS is how... That is the package that you bring in. But, I mean, whatever happened... I'm going to see profile. It has to be the PVS. It just has to be. Just going into the prefab here for a moment, guys. Well, yeah, but, eh. Because we say, 80% of us, are over here. That and oh, there's only 20% over there. That just means there's still tens and tens of millions of people over there. Where's the continental divide? I may be talking out of my butt. It might not be, 80% on one side on the Mississippi River. It might be the continental divide. I think that might be it. Sorry, just go back. Let's copy this. Get rid of that. And paste this into the main scene here. Yeah. This is the exciting world of game development. Okay. How come we have two versions of runtime colliders? This is very bizarre. And it appears to be a total duplicate. That should not be the case. That is odd. Okay. Add another instance of that really quick. So we're going to go down to our PVS and again bring that in because that is what should be holding all the data. We say refresh vegetation. That doesn't bring that in. That's cameras. Yeah, we already have the camera. Great. Terrains. Clear that. Remove those out. I'm just going to bring the new ones in just to be sure. Mm-hmm. Hmm. It's just odd. This may be the one string where I make absolutely no progress because this is just utterly confounding. I mean, have I determined which layers these are supposed to be? Because you got to do that as well. I forget. Render. Yeah, you got to set the grass layers and stuff. So. This is object. Okay, billboard. There we are. Sun, moon, directional light. I guess for the time being, that is fine. Hmm. It's just odd because it says, "Oh, I got nothing," but no, I gave you my PVS that has so much data in it. It's crazy. What's snow? We already took care of the render. Says no packages, even though, again, this is all hell. It would be so unfair for us to have to redo all of this. This is the thing, and I mean, this is only on a suspicion that this is the solution to this problem that we're having with the jumps. This is frustrating. Yeah, I don't want to go through this whole issue again. It's just silly. I'm just going to do a quick experiment here. So yeah, let's bring these in and just see if it brings our data over. In which case, I may have just been for the last like 20 minutes just been going duh, duh. If so, well, hey, my face will be red, but I will be happy. That should be a phrase like some Eastern European, you know. My face will be red, but my heart will be happy. I mean, I'm totally glad to be just in utter rude that I missed something for about 20 minutes. Seriously, I mean, if you've been following these, I'm discovering, you know, that there were literally for years people have been just sticking redundant colliders in there. I was like, how in the hell did that happen? Got no one else but the man in the mirror to blame, and it sucks. But what you gonna do? So you learn from it and just move on. It seems every time I'm clicking these, it's bringing them over here, which is great. But I may have to go through and get rid of duplicates because I think I need to just have the VE versions of all of these. So get rid of the previous... Was there a previous? Oh, yeah. Let's see. Yeah, Midlands VE. Pinelands? Biome Giant Pine, yeah. Oh, no, Giant Pine is... the one that we brought in for one of the treaty pines. But anyway, oh hi Wayne. Sorry, I've been just sitting here like squinting at my screen, looking like an idiot. But when I look at these like names and it's giving the biomes over here, I think maybe it is coming in via the PVS, and maybe they streamlined that in the new version, and that's a thing that I missed. So, dang. And the end. It's all grand. All's fair as in the end of it works, really. By the way, crazy like 1980s music in the background. How's it going out there, Wayne? It's we're getting up into the 40-degree range here right now, and we're nice and I don't know. I can go to the post office without wearing a heavy coat, and that's fine. Oh, I didn't mention that I went to the used clothes store, and I bought a nice heavy winter coat, but apparently Lizzie. I mean, if it's not laid out for her, she will literally just cry until it's laid out. It's cat bed. I bought my winter coat turned into a cat bed, apparently. All right, let's see. We got wetlands. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to go over here and again, edit biomes, refresh veg. Okay. Let's go down to our PVS and see if it. Ah, do we? Yes, we do. Okay, guys. Well, here's the thing. Everybody who's tuned in for like a less. Wait. Okay. Tired today? Yeah, yeah. Sometimes you get that. So you can't be expecting to be like 100% all the time. I mean, I've come to the realization that there are going to be just days where it's like, damn it. As Prince said in Just Another Magic Mondays, there are going to be days, this is the kind of day where I wish my bed was already made, even though, why bother making my bed? That's for losers. I fall asleep on top of whatever crumbs and filth that are there. All right. Let's go back here. It seems we're good. I'm sorry. I seem to have panicked a little bit there. Looked stupid for about 10 minutes, but again, in the end, if you're 48, yeah, 42 here. I think we're going to be able to, no, 41 today. I think we're going to do 42 later this week, and it is what it is. We really, things don't get nice until about mid-May here, so I mean, things really start defrosting around April. So anyway, let's just see here. Edit biomes. I believe this is by automatically just grabbing that. So what we want to do here now is I'm going to unbake and bake again down here in PVS. Uh-oh. No, no, no. What do you mean? Oh, bake. Here we go. Clear and bake. If this solves our issue, I shall be so happy. So happy indeed. Yeah, everybody's tuned out. Yeah, because of the absolutely. Well, here, I'm actually. Well, it's probably me eating peanuts and having food flying out of my mouth. No, exactly. That's why I remained single for 41 years. Anyway. Yep. All right, baked, and now we have stored, right? Yes, you do. It's all there. Okay, so again, effectively, earlier in this video, I spent 10 minutes just desperately searching for something that was apparently automated. Dull. You make some mistakes sometimes. Sometimes, I mean, really, about 50% of the time, the solution is just right there, looking right in the freaking face. But here, the one thing I'm concerned about, I do not see any of these plants on this terrain. But sometimes you got to shut down Unity and open it again for this stuff to start. So hold on for a second. I'm just going to check our console over here. Oh boy, look at that. Clear. Okay, wow. Like invalid merge exception. Oh, okay. Previous schedule job. Okay. Well, it says it's a low level and safe. Nothing really bad, but I would really like to just start Unity again because I knew again the way that Mike B set this up back in the day. It would take me a bit to make everything work. Wrap my head around. See? But yeah, I'm looking forward to maybe this Sunday. I'm going to take a ferry out to one of the islands in Casco, probably the closest one, because well, I'm not really in the mood for well, if I'm going to go on a place other than like the closer islands, I'm going to go to Cliff Island, and that's an hour and a half each way. I'm not really in the mood for that, so. And by the way, this thing in the background here, it's a World Box. It's something that I have playing in the background sometimes, just to just check back in every 20 minutes or so. It's one of these. It's a very very simple like sim world generator, God sim sort of thing. And what I usually do is last time it was kind of crazy because I just set up a battle royale where you had all four races, and when they all maxed out, I just let them loose, and the orcs down here freaking just ripped the heck out of everybody just really quick, even though they were like lower tier. Let me see, 59, and these guys, probably both of these are like, yeah, they're maxed out. So what I do, pardon me, what I'm going to do while we wait for this to load, man, another reason why I was single for 41 years. Anyway, when you get to this point, the only thing is these humans are fighting with each other. These like two kingdoms. I mean, I prefer to wait until there's just one unified kingdom, but here's how I introduce them to each other. I go into here and I drop a Tsar bomb on, this is like a mountain range that's separating them. So what we're going to do is we're just going to drop it and just destroy the Great Wall. It usually takes 2 hits. And it wipes out a fair amount of each civilization. But you want to make it so that, yep, they can just pass through. Now, what we're going to do here is we're going to come back and see if the orcs have been, I mean, these 500 orcs have been able to wipe out 1,300 humans after a nuclear apocalypse. And they have to run across, oh, they're running across the wasteland there. Stupid people. We'll watch this while it's going, while we wait for it to load in the background. Actually, it looks like the orcs are on the losing end this time. Because the other people, they only had about like 40%. They're about the same, really. Yeah, the orcs are gone. Well, you enjoyed your time upon this world. Their orc kingdom. We'll pause it. Let's just see. Maxag Kingdom. Founded many years ago with a few rare knowledges and pretty much everything else. But anyway, the game is back. Oh, so we still don't see plants, but hold on. It still may pop in. No. Oh, actually, yes. Look. No. That biome right over there. That is working fine. What I see here is a problem. I bet when I brought them in, they did not have the previous sort order on the biomes, and I have to reset the sort order. I mean, that's totes cool. Actually, no. These look pretty legit. Let's just check our layers. And actually, this looks like the old biome. Oh, I know. It's because we have, unfortunately, overlapping. Let's see, giant rocks, and it's confused. These things up here. Goodness gracious. Pardon me. These things up here are unsure, and I can show you. The things with these like little balsam, those are how we define where each biome begins and ends. And because there are conflicting biomes at this time, and we're bringing in a VSP that is not referenced, it does not know exactly which biome these are referring to. So I'm going to have to match those up, and that's going to require just a wee bit of thinking. Just a wee bit of thinking there. Actually, no, I just go back to the way it was, revert everything, screenshot it, and then duplicate it. That's it. So really, what the easiest way to go back to the way things are is to revert, screenshot, and then you got to do what you got to do. But the thing is, it doesn't matter because we at least learned what the problem was. And the 10 minutes of me looking stupid, I mean, come on, we all look stupid at our jobs sometimes. We're not going to say we're going to revert everything and just go in and just conquer this next time. we have another 20 minutes to go. We very well might be able to make this happen. Not, right? Let's go. Reconcile. It's got to reconcile offline work. And yeah, okay, so we're gonna let these orcs kill each other. Well, no, the humans just unfortunately commit really genocide there, straight up. Oh well. And what have we learned as a result of this? We're, by the way, while we're watching this, this is, you see, I'll put the this over here and this over here, so you can see the like the little blue lines down there. That lets you know it's going. Well, Wayne, have a good night as well. Strange, we have 4 viewers. Hello, everybody. Yeah, right now I'm reverting some work that was previously done. We're trying to ferret out a problem with how Vegetation Studio operates. Because if anybody has played, if anybody watching this has played any of the alphas that we've released, they probably realize there's a persistent issue with some rocks not having colliders and the cat being able to walk right through them. The solution was a two-pronged approach. We figured out the solution a couple of days ago for one. We reconciled. Okay, let's go. Yeah. I think we could safely just revert all of these, yeah. Yeah. And now we open Unity again. So, I mean, if viewers can decide, by the way, and what should we do here with this crazy world while Unity opens the project again? Because it's going to take it a minute or two. I mean, now we have like these 2 smug, racist kingdoms here who couldn't live with orcs and felt like, oh, we have to completely destroy them because they have like a monopoly on. Let's see what they had. Swamp and mosquitoes, it looks like. But hey, that's life. We'll bring up the loading bar over here so you can see we are keeping on track. Jeez, I could like just call it all. And now they're fighting with each other. That's humans. I mean, what do you do? I mean, I noticed that the orcs constantly fight with each other, but the humans rarely do, even if they're in the same kingdom. This game is a little bit more deep than you would think. I mean, look at it. It's got these. It's got a cool, a very cool sort of like a pixel art graphic aesthetic. I just wish that it went beyond just the medieval stage. I think some people have come out with expansions for it that like come into the modern era and such, but I wish the developers would have done that. So, while we're waiting for Loading McLoaderface over here to finish their job, does anybody have any questions or comments? How you doing this evening? Tell me where you're watching from. Let's talk while we wait. What should I do with this fair kingdom that is between? Should we just let them like? Let me see. Can I? What I'm gonna do? Here's what I'm just gonna add tons and tons of bears and see what happens. Yeah. I'm gonna drop them. We're gonna pause and we're gonna drop hundreds of bears around one of their armies. Just surround them with bears. Because I'm God, of course. We're waiting for this to not become white over here. And also, yep, X, go back, and we're going to turn this down to 1 time so we can watch what happens with the bears. Yep, converging. It's an unbearable slaughter, lol. Okay, yep, the humans beat the bears. The bears. Let's go back. By the way, I was not into SNL during that whole, like, the bears sort of thing. Yeah. Now, what we're going to do again, let's go into our systems objects. Main scene, actually. Sorry. There's a method to my madness. You got to track down where things are. Sorry. I keep saying I'm going to stop eating peanuts during these streams, and I keep on just shooting myself in the foot. Okay. So, we have the original Vegetation Studio Pro over here. God, what is that song? Ugh. Gotta put on some different music. Oh, goodness, this is a Rihanna cover. Oh, God. Anyway, no offense to Rihanna fans out there. Let's see. I'll just put on this again. Okay. So, what we want to do is we want to make sure that we only bring in the biomes that we need for this. And I know it's 14. We're just going to make a screenshot of it. It's the quickest way to make a list. This is yep, there. And scroll. The bottom one was Rosebed. Okay, cool. All right. So yeah, got that. So no one wants to talk. Oh goodness, yeah. Oh yeah, we're gonna let these guys we're just let these guys battle it out. I'm figuring that the Clawstein kingdom is gonna win over these losers down here. I mean, they're 45. These guys are 63. That's as high as you can get. So, well, I think that's so. Anyway, let's go over to Photoshop. And sorry for my pedantic way of handling this, by the way, but this is the way my brain works. Let's see, 30. Yeah. And what we're going to do is bring this down so we can make a complete list. And again, it ends at Rosebed. So get rid of Rosebed. And bring that up. So really, we realize these are the only ones that we need to bring in after importing the VSP source into the new one. So, great. Is that 14? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We will locate the errant one eventually. But anyway, let's just zoom in here so that I can take a look. And I'm going to have that over to the side while I have Unity open so I can just reference that. Alrighty. Let's see. Oh yeah, we have to go actually to my workbench scene. Yeah, so we're going to go into that scene, remove VSP, put in the new VSP. What? Damn it, pardon my French. Peanuts. Away, peanuts, you evil peanuts. Dang it. I can't stop shoving food in my mouth. By the way, well, yeah, everybody's leaving. I don't blame them. Yeah, I'm one of these guys who sleeps a lot. Sleep eating, my goodness. I wake up in the middle of the night and find myself shoveling food into my mouth. I'm just horrible. Does anybody here, or does one person who's still watching, are they on, like, LinkedIn? I'm still trying to figure out what LinkedIn is for. They say it's like finding a job and what. I don't know how. I mean, they say, oh, it's for getting in touch with people that you worked before so that you might want to work with them again. And I mean, the bottom line to me is I have absolutely no desire whatsoever. I mean, aside from my one of my friend Scotty, who we work with, I mean, that's the only person. I have absolutely no interest in bringing, working, getting in touch with just about anybody that I worked with before. Let's see. So, biome battery. We got to look over here for its equivalent. Yep, that's cool. Biome beach giant rocks. I know that's been kicked out in favor of yeah, that shouldn't be there at all. Jeez. Oops. Remove. And it's got to think about it each time. Yes. Hello. Have a job. All right. Is that no offense? Is that how you pronounce your name, Hobbit, or your handle there? Well, hey, that's cool. The problem is, I get on there, and it's like I just, well, I've gone into it. I just really can't think of it. I mean, maybe you're exceptionally skilled there. Am I talking to the one and only Andrew Tate? No. Andrew Tate is in a Romanian jail. That makes me jolly. Biome beach top heavy. I could have sworn I brought in Biome beach top heavy. But we're just going to remove that for now. That's totes cool. Because I still have the, Remove biome blank. Yeah, blank has to go as well. I think that was one that I made, just as a test. Habib. Habijab? Habijab. Okay, cool. Well, job is in your name, so maybe they're like, hey, this guy knows jobs. I, on the other hand, jeez. Yep. The thing is really all the. And the thing is, before this, before my job as a line cook, I did work in digital media and such for several years, many years. But unfortunately, most of the software and like procedures that we use these days are just not any good. But can I just also say, let's see, we have flower, but yeah, we do. Giant pine. I know giant pine is important because that is literally for one tree. We did an entire biome for one tree. Midlands VE, yep, we're good. Midlands Pinelands VE, yep. Biome Road Center, yep. Roadside VE, yep. Rosebed, yep. Sunflower VE, Biome Wetlands. Biome Wetlands. Okay. This should logically should. So what we're going to do is we're going to refresh the vegetation. Make sure our layers are different because it's not. Oh yeah, what we need to do is go down here and bake it again. In our PVS. Oh, Habiob. Habiob. Oh, I'm sorry. Habiob, right? Correct? Yeah. I do think this is. I don't know where you're typing from. I mean, what? I've encountered so many names. I don't know where most people are from. and, you know, unless I hear it out loud. Hold on, did I get the sort order on these? Yes, I got the sort order. Gotta make sure that's identical. I think there may be still issues, but I mean, we're making step by step, closer. Oh, hubby, oh, I got you, I got you, I got you. I'm actually from my ancestry is Austrian. So I will be right back while this bakes. Be right back. Sorry about that. But yeah, oh, sorry, too loud. Uh, hey, Deutschland, yeah, oh, look, we got it all working there. Praise be. It doesn't look like the beach is it portrayed, I mean, showing properly. And that's the one that we had the most issue with. So I want to just go in there and maybe make sure, maybe these, biome borders are not referencing the proper biome. And I'm wondering. Well, I'm going to take gizmos off and make a quick fly through and make sure everything looks right, because I'm not even sure whether it's displaying the proper biomes. I've only seen this little part. All right. Oh, dang it. You get so used to just that. All right. Let's zoom over here. Yeah, first off, turn off gizmos. Then turn off lighting. Then turn everything to shaded so it doesn't have to deal with the mesh. And we're going to have things running a little bit faster. So, okay. It does look like they are adhering to the rules of the biomes we set up. So, but we have a probably the beach biome, and I think that's because it's just referencing the incorrect biome. So what we do, go into the systems option. And just zip through because I forget exactly which one it is. Well, we have to turn these on, unfortunately. The gizmos on so I can see when I get to the one that I'm looking for. Hold on. I thought this was the one we were looking for. No. That is the one, right? Yes. Yeah, this is not referencing the proper... Is it? Hold on. Gotta go back to our Veg Studio Pro and check that out, because make sure the biome is... Because this is biome 3, and I thought I had set up that. Biomes. Beach Rocky, biome 1. Well, we wanted to get rid of that, really. And the one we wanted was the top-heavy rocks. And I think I actually removed those, so we want to bring that back in. Sorry. Just back and forth. Sometimes you just got to do it right. So, yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, top-heavy. That's what we want. That is the appropriate beach for us. And just kind of think about it. Yeah, hey, well, My goodness. That yeah, the yeah. It seems to have sprouted trees in our beach area. I think it's referencing the wrong thing. So, let's see. We got top heavy, right? And that's biome 3. Don't tell me the top heavy biome got screwed up. Let's just take a look at this here. If I have to redo it, that's fine, but it's just weird. No, there they are. But that doesn't. Let's just turn off these dang things so we can see. Yeah, these rocks are not the proper beach. I mean, there shouldn't be. I think there's some sort of sort order issue or something. Because let's just see here. We're just gonna clear it all up because no, it didn't bring them in. Step by step. Yeah. Actually, here's the thing. We're past the 1 hour mark, and at least we got a replacement version of Edge Studio working inside of here, and that might be the solution to our rock problem. But here's the problem: is that right now it's displaying some of them correct, but not the beach biome, and I need to go in there and figure out Varum, as Hobbyobs might say. And hey, Hobbyop, look me up at on LinkedIn. Send some of those jobs my way, because I need to get a little bit of part-time, extra income in here. We just do. So hey, until then, I'm going to be back in 2 days, and hopefully we'll have this whole issue settled by then. And hopefully by then we can move on to more exciting things. So thanks for those who tuned in, and I'm going to leave this up even though there was like 10 minutes of me just staring at the screen like a stupid idiot. But hey, it's all about honesty. Take care, everybody. See you later.